If you're a slightly frustrated Stoke City fan, then you're in the right place this week. Welcome back to Where Potters Walk. We're reviewing the draws against Middlesbrough and Blackburn this week. Stoke City should be second if they just had a goal scorer that could put it in the back of the net. Second. Hope you're all doing well. Some tweets to look at this week. Devon says 3 games in a row now, and we've come away with less than we should. We are awful at taking our chances, yet we do it the same every single week. Yeah, we're talking about decision making. What do we need to change at the top of this pitch? We're also talking about nostalgia and Nzonzi. What has he actually contributed in his 2 games he's come on so far? He doesn't look like he's got any legs left to me. We'll get the panel's view on that in a second. Talk about refereeing standards, and we're also carrying on with our A to Z of Stoke City. Last week we did A, and Arnautovic sneaked in. Who gets your vote for B? AI says it should be this fella. Wonder if our panel can come up with anything better. Welcome back, Liam, Ryan, Carl, George, and welcome back your good selves as well. It is 20 minutes of Stoke City chat, and if you're just coming across the channel, you're very welcome. Please, before you go anywhere, drop us a quick like and do drop us a subscribe. We'd love to get to 175 subs over this period. Right then, you lot, we've got lots to talk about this week. Where do we start? Should we start at the Riverside very quickly, Liam? Were you the better side in that game?
Game of 2 on, really. We changed the team quite a bit, made 5 subs, 5 changes from the last game. And we really couldn't handle Borough in the first half. Johansson kept us in it a bit. And then second half, we brought on Manuf and Rigo, and the game completely changed, and we absolutely peppered them. Overall, we deserved, I think, the 3 points all in all. I mean, they had a big penalty shout for them, which if it was for us, I'd be screaming for it as well. But it was a good performance. Just can't find that finishing touch at the minute.
Yeah, it's frustrating. I think we said at the start there, Ryan. This one, tweet says, Sebo says, when it clicks, Stoke City are going to be absolutely trouncing somebody because we are creating loads and loads of chances. Yeah. What is it, Ryan, at the top of the pitch? Is it greediness from some players? Is it taking shots on when we shouldn't? Is it not taking the shot on when we should?
I'd seen a lot.
We should have a go.
I'd seen a lot of slate of Manhoff was being greedy. And then we've been crying out for players to shoot like John Howe and Barman, whatever. I think it's a bit of both. Like Manhoff just needs to know when at the right time to shoot and when to lay it off to a player to give, a better opportunity. And obviously Bejan, who's got a problem with not shooting, which we've seen it again. It's just I don't know. It's just a bit of a mix. Just need to have a go and be true to ourselves and just hit it.
It feels bad, Adam, as being a bit deflated. I'm sure some people in the chat are going to be comments now saying, "Look, have you looked at the table, fellas? Have you seen where we are? Have you looked at the results?" I mean, James says, "Let's not forget we're all happy to be mid-table this season, not in the bottom 7 of the league. I'm happy with where we are and the performances we're putting in. They're not perfect, but points are points compared to how we've been since relegation. I'm absolutely going to take this." And it's fair comment, is Adam? We can't moan about where we are, or can we? Should you be sitting in second place?
We should, and that's the frustrating thing. I mean, it's good to moan about these things, right? We've moaned that we've been terrible for so many years. But at the same time, 3 good performances, 3 points, minimum should have been 5, probably should have been more. So, you've got to take it with a pinch of salt. And same thing for me. I think I've said it now repeatedly so far this season. We've got no plan B. We try to do the same thing over and over and over again. Our bench is just a repeat of what we've already got in the starting 11, albeit to not the same standard. We haven't got that Gallagher that we desperately need to get fit sooner rather than later. So, that last 20 minutes of the game, you can go and put balls into the box and hope he gets his head on something. I think that's the only thing that's missing for me. The performances are all very good. And that's the difference. And as well, you look back to last season, we'd scored the same amount of goals as we had so far last season, and we ended up being the second lowest scorers in the division. And that's got to be the worry, that our defence at the minute is carrying us through games. And if that drops off, we're going to be in trouble again. So, yeah, we need a plan B.
George, the league's quite poor this season, isn't it? When you look around it, I mean, we've said it a couple of weeks ago. This is Stoke's best chance to do something, isn't it? Is that the way you see it?
Yeah, at the moment, I think we could have picked up more points in the last couple of games. Could be second at the moment, but with the good teams doing bad at the moment, this is definitely our chance. But we've got to take the chances and hopefully get more points.
Yeah, Carl Ryan says here, terrible result. Stoke should be beating them. Love Robbins, but his subs killed the game today. We'll come on to Nzonzi in a minute. But is Ryan correct?
Yeah, for that Blackburn game, I'd say absolutely spot on. I think the Borough game, he got his subs bang on. Cisse and Bocat were the weak link. I think he changed Cisse over, and we took the game to Borough, and like I say, we should have come with a point. Blackburn, he took Rigo off, and it just sort of killed the game for us. I think up until that point, we were battering them, and as soon as Rigo went off and the other subs, it sort of killed the game. But it's one of them, isn't it? What a contrast. I mean, if we'd have gone back last season and looked at them games, Norwich, Borough top of the league and Blackburn away, I want to give us an open house chance. We're sitting here, we've got a point from every game and we're gutted. So it just shows how far we have come. We do need to start taking them chances. Absolutely need to start taking them.
Yeah. All right, then. Let's have an open forum chat about Nzonzi. This is to all of you then. So I managed to catch the last, whatever it was, 35 minutes of your game on. And yeah, I mean, we put this tweet out saying more for nostalgia, but I've just watched Nzonzi come on for Stoke. He jog around a bit, not do much, and be arguably at fault for a goal. Doug Meiser says he looked very clumsy. I get that he's a fan's favourite, but he gets nowhere near any championship squad. And Jack says, I'm starting to understand why they put him through multiple fitness tests and repeatedly delayed signing him when his legs are gone. I'll let you have an open discussion between yourselves about this. Are we being too nostalgic?
On this one. Yeah, I've been pretty vocal on this one. The thing with Nzonzi is he's always glided round a pitch and made everything look easy. His 2 appearances so far, he's glided round the pitch and he looks like he's struggling to get out of first gear. He doesn't get near the ball. He seems to be struggling to run. I'm all for a vibe signing and to make it, a bit of atmosphere and get it behind a fan favourite, but it's really starting to worry me now. What I've seen of him these 2 appearances, it doesn't just seem like a fitness thing for me. He's had plenty of opportunities behind the scenes. We're now 3 months into the season. He still looks nowhere near it. Time will tell, I suppose, and I'm hoping that it is just a fitness thing, and he's got, just needs a little bit more time to get there. But yeah, I'm starting to worry.
My take, I think it was. Sorry, Carl, but I think it was a bit of both. It was his brain, bring him in. We've got a young squad. It was a PR stunt, 100%. They've sold no end of shirts, probably Nzonzi's back, and I think give him a chance. I've actually hated seeing the slate, to be honest. Just give him a bit of time. Yeah, he was in the middle of the pitch all that game, Blackburn, but. Yes, he hasn't got the legs anymore. He's 37. Like, we can't expect him to do what he did 10 years ago. You cannot. It's impossible for him to do that.
I'd counter that with I'm 40. I would have done more with my legs yesterday on that pitch than Nzonzi did.
Yeah.
Behave yourself, Adam.
I can see the slate of, but I've seen him going like that, pointing. And I think that might make a difference even further on the pitch with these young lads, and they'll start to look at him and take bits and bobs off him from his previous times, so whatever. So I think I'm still hopeful for it. I really am.
Yeah, it's too early for me to judge. I mean, his fitness is miles off, but he has been playing in absolutely shoddy leagues, hasn't he? He's not had any of the physicality that he's going to have in this league. When we brought him in, I thought he'll be in the dressing room, he'll be a leader. He's never going to play a full 90. I don't even expect him to play 45. I think he is. Unfortunately, it didn't come off well, but I think he is one of them players he'll bring on for the last 15 to try shore games up, although he made a bit of a mess of it this time. His footballing brain, his ability's got to be there. Are his legs there? I don't know. It's too early, Judge.
I think he'll be fine all in all. Nzonzi, when he was at his peak, played like he did at the end of the game yesterday. I've never seen somebody look so lazy for the entirety of his career at Stoke. When he was at his peak, he used to get slated by Stoke fans. Let's have it right from back in the day. Everyone's lauding the signing, but it was a 50-50 split for most of the time. A lot of fans couldn't stand him. He was so steady. But I think he'll be fine. Yesterday, it was a mistake from him. It was a mistake by Seko, Phillips, Ramadou, Creswell staring and watching him hit the ball in the back of the net. It was a bad clearance, but there was about 4 or 5 players that watched Blackburn try to keep 3 touches and slot it in the bottom corner. So I think he'll be fine. Like Carl said, he's been playing in India. He's not played football at a decent level for probably a year or so now. So we'll see how it goes. But Robin said that he's an absolute joke in training. I trust Robbins enough that if it doesn't work, he'll drag him out. I don't think he's going to lord over him and keep playing. I think Robbins just on the level and I'd drag him out if that's the case.
Right. Cheers. Yes, probably a little bit too harsh for having to go to after 2 games, but yes, he looked like he was walking in treacle for what I was seeing.
You mean he's come in and he's played 2 games and he's supposed to be like a decent he's absolutely shoddy as anything, but the link is a different beast compared to most of football.
It seems a lot of us, including not including myself, because I didn't expect it from the start. We're expecting the 15 to 10 year ago Nzonzi. Come on, we need to wake up. We've brought him in for his brain, and it's as simple as that. And like Carl says, he's never going to play 45 minutes. He's going to play 20 maximum. I think that was the max he probably got, and that'll be the maximum he'll probably get. So, well, it's the negativity again from Stoke fans that it's just going to drive us down a bit, and we can't do that this season.
Okay. Right, international break it is then next. After that then, George, Stoke City play Wrexham in a league game for the first time in many years. Do you buy into this fairy tale story of Wrexham? Where you or are you more cynical, going, look, throw money at anything and this will be the end result? Can you buy into their story?
They've been on a good journey, but I think the Championship's a high level for them. I think they'll probably finish a bit mid-table this season, but I think they'll probably struggle. Like they got promoted every single season, but I think it'll be tough for them this season, Wrexham.
Yeah, so somebody pointed out to them, Adam, that although they called it the Hollywood Derby against Birmingham last weekend, that actually this is their derby in terms of the close. You are the closest ground to Wrexham, which is just weird, isn't it?
It is a little bit weird, isn't it? And we seem to have played. I know we haven't played Wrexham in a league game for a long time, but Wrexham are one of them teams that they're close enough that we've played them quite a lot in pre-season friendlies. And in my mind, we always seem to draw against them. And given that we've drawn the last 3 games, that doesn't bode well too much. So we'll see. As for the old Hollywood thing, I think if you're a fan of the club, you love it. If you're not a fan of the club, you're going to give them banter about it, aren't you? So it's just one of them things that fans love to banter a club about.
All right, then. Before we move on, we can talk quick about refereeing standards, Carl. This is not a bash at referees. We know how hard their job is, but are there any good ones in this league that we've seen, and where you are in terms of how well have Stoke been refed so far this season?
Very poor. The standard of officiating, we've touched on it season after season on this podcast, haven't we? It's absolutely shambles. And it's not just the referees, it's the liners. This season, we had that challenge on Pearson. Any other team commits that foul, it's a red card. Perhaps it's because it's Pearson. And then on the flip side, we were very lucky not to give a penalty away against Borough. In my opinion, it was a penalty. I think the lads... reputation precedes him. He's quite known for diving into it. Conway, was it? I think. Yeah. He's quite known for going over easy, so I think that helped us. It's just terrible that the standard of officiating in this league has never been any good. I can't think of any good referee for. I couldn't put a name to you because I just think they're all shocking, and the liners go with them. They're just as bad.
Okay. You agree, Ryan?
I can't fault the last two Blackburn game. It didn't really hear the referee, to be honest. Middlesbrough game, he seemed to be on our side. I'll disagree with Carl. I don't think it was a penalty. I've watched it. He dived, and Tommy Conway's known for it. But apart from that, the previous games, it's been absolutely shocking. It has really been abysmal, and I'd love VAR in the Championship because it would spice it up, and I think it'd be brilliant.
Is it getting worse, Liam? Or?
I think with what I've noticed more this season, we've been quite active on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it, with other fans. There's a lot of times in some games where both sets of fans have come out at the end and complained about the ref, and it's normally usually it's a job, but I think we've talked to a lot of other fans who we've played and kind of both been like, some of the decisions don't even make sense. So yeah, it's been poor this season. More.
The final bit of business then this week then is to wrap up or put another entry into our A to Z. Before we go into the B section, last week, big thank you to Dylan. Pardon, I don't know if he's your relation, Carl, but he said A for Akinbayi even before Liam had said it. And Bernie Smith, thank you, Bernie. We missed. I don't think anybody said Joe Allen last week. Yeah, we missed that one, so thank you. Keep us on our toes, please, in the comments. Who have we got for B? We asked, of course, AI, and they came up with Asmir Begovic. So let's see if you can beat that, Adam.
I mean, I said it last week. There was only one answer, and there's only one answer this week. I'm not going to say it because I'm hoping somebody else is going to say it. Now, this one might go over George and Ryan's head because they're a bit too young, but I'm going to go for notorious reasons, or probably for the wrong reasons. Sami Bangura.
Oh, you stole mine.
I think it was in the press this week actually, and that's what jogged my mind. The hilarity of what happened with Sami Bangura is just like in the Stoke history books now, and you get that shudder when anyone mentions him. For you younger ones, can you remember him, Ryan? George, do you know who Sami Bangura is?
No, I'll be honest, I don't.
Does anybody know where he is?
That's the question. So the season before we came back up, Sami Bangura was our record signing for 900 grand. Before we signed Ryan, the season after, we signed Sami Bangura, and straight from the off, he had work permit issues and couldn't get into the country. When he finally did get into the country, he was arrested like 3 or 4 days later for trying to bring in one of his mates from East Midlands Airport who didn't have the right documents. He then went on to score. I think he was the first ever player to score 7 goals in 7 games for us, and I think he scored 8 in 9 before going away to the African Cup of Nations and then disappearing for about a month, and nobody knew where he was at the club. And then he came back again claiming work permit issues for his daughter and stuff, and then he kept going missing time and time again, and yeah, it was just hilarious. I think he went the following season. I think he went to Italy, didn't he? I think that was the last I ever heard of him, but it looked like one of the best signings we'd ever made after 9 or 10 games. And then, yeah. And then he went away owing, did he owe Mama Sidibe like thousands of pounds like that he borrowed off him? Just, yeah, hilarity.
George.
One comes to mind, and it's probably the worst strike I've had in a long time. Sado Berahino.
Oh.
Didn't score any goals for us, and only got called drink driving. That's why I got left Stoke.
Okay,
this is for the wrong reasons here, aren't we?
We're going to say we've opened a new book here of the A to Z nightmare of Stoke City. Carl?
I was going to go Bangura just because he was iconic. The right answer is Begovic, but for the older ones, if any older ones watch this, I'll go for Alan Bloor. Absolute legend of the club. Golden oldie. So I'll go for Alan Bloor.
Okay. Ryan?
I've got 2. I've got Breckshay. I don't know if anyone, you surely remember Breckshay, the American, him and Jeff Cameron, best mates. And then for me is Britannia Stadium, because that was, it was just iconic for me. It was 2000 onward, grew up with Britannia Stadium. It was always the Brit. I will always say it's the Brit. So Britannia Stadium's my one, but Breckshay, I still remember Breckshay. Guy.
You can bring him back for S, can't you? Liam?
Oh, yeah, sorry, yeah. I've never realised.
Every week there's one. Liam, we could put you in, Liam, for this, couldn't we? I mean, come on, Mr. Stoke City Twitter. You deserve a shout out here.
Yeah, I'm going to go for another football team, and it's Bolton, because I think one of the greatest days I've ever had as a Stoke fan was going to Wembley in the FA Cup semi-final and beating them 5-1. Can't get much perfect than being out with your mates and your family at Wembley, and then your team just absolutely annihilate somebody in the FA Cup family in the FA Cup semi-final. It's a fever dream. And I still remember now I think we're 4-0 up at half time, and everyone's down at the bottom getting a beer going, if we can just get one more. So that's mine.
Okay. Let's just set this right. The right answer is Gordon Banks. Let's just put that straight.
Yeah.
That's the right answer.
Yeah,
And
he's already
and
gone
another-
into the Leicester one. Yeah, okay.
And I'm going to just put one in as well. Wayne Biggins, another one that deserves to be in there as well for B.
All right, we've got to put the Britannia Stadium in, haven't we? Surely we've got to put the A
A lot
to Z
of
of
it
Stoke
should
City.
know
We have to.
Or
put
the Bet 365. Supposed to be in it now.
We'd have to put
The Brit. Surely we all say the Brit, and
Okay.
I'm guessing someone will probably say the Bet now, but
Alright.
for me it's the Brit.
Okay. Right. Yes. Join us in 2 weeks' time as we obviously look back on that Wrexham game and we look at the letter C as well. In the comments, please. What else have we missed? Yeah, Gordon Banks. I feel harsh on Gordon Banks here, and Begovic, but yeah, sorry, we can't not put the bloody stadium in an A to Z of Stoke City, can we? Right. See you in 2 weeks' time. Have a good rest. Thanks for watching.
See you later.